Hello again. Yes, it is not a dream. Yes, it is real. Yes, the Glazers are finally willing to sell Manchester United. I'm sure I don't need to emphasize exactly how big this is. I'm not expecting anything to happen quickly, but the wheels are in motion and it is absolutely fantastic. Maybe for some of you, this is nothing major, this is not a big deal, but for most of us who Manchester United has been a big part of our lives since we were little kids. Personally, I cannot help but get emotional. This, in my opinion, yesterday, maybe will be one of the most important days in Manchester United's history. I, like so many of you, have spent 17 years feeling guilty of buying a Manchester United shirt. I've spent years feeling guilty of buying my boys a Manchester United kit because I don't want to help those bastards. And now, the weight, the humiliation, the pain, the suffering, the anger are finally coming to an end. But at the same time, we need to make sure that whoever comes next, whoever buys Manchester United next, is not going to make the same mistakes. We need to keep the pressure to make sure that whoever comes next understands that Manchester United fans are important in the decision making. We need to make sure that the next owners understand that running Manchester United without listening to the fans, running Manchester United without the first priority being what is best for the football club, is not an option. Whoever buys Manchester United now needs to be aware of the mistakes made by the Glazers. They need to be aware of the values of this club. They need to understand and accept that the Manchester United fans' voices should always be heard. Of course, naturally, the conversations between fans about who might be the next owner or owners of Manchester United have begun. Personally, I'm not bothered about who will be Manchester United's next owner or owners. I don't care. I don't care where they're from. What I do care is that I don't want Manchester United to be associated with people who are associated with crimes against human rights, murders, kidnappings. I don't want Manchester United to be used as a political weapon. I don't want Manchester United to be used as a sport washing tool. Let the Newcastle United fans and the Manchester City fans deal with those things. Conscience is more important than winning. I'm reading and I am hearing a lot of opinions regarding who or what caused this now. What caused the Glazers to come out and publicly say that Manchester United is now up for sale. I don't know how many of you remember that in September, when the club started spending in the transfer window in a way that was completely different to the way they were functioning all the previous years, I said that this makes no sense. The main reason for this, the main cause for this now, was the collapse of the Super League in the summer. And it is no coincidence that this happens now just a few weeks after the Liverpool owners announced the exact same thing. The Super League was the only way to increase the value of the football club without needing to invest a lot of money. For example, in United's case, increasing the value of the football club by building a new stadium or building new training facilities, investments that would require masses of money, millions and millions. The Super League not working out meant that now there was no way to increase the value of the football club without needing to spend a lot. Because I'm reading a lot of comical nonsense regarding who is responsible for this now, make no mistake, responsible for this are the fans. Responsible for this are all the people that stopped the Super League. Responsible for the Glazers finally saying that they are willing to sell Manchester United are all the people who have been protesting for 17 years. all the people who have been for 17 years trying to make the sponsors see that sponsoring and investing in Manchester United is actually not worth it. Responsible for this now are all the people that made the Glazers see that they have now reached the point where they can no longer run the club in the same way and make profit out of it. Those people are the only people responsible for what is happening now. No one else. Now, regarding Cristiano Ronaldo's effect in all of this, regarding the effect of that, let's call it interview, in the Glazers' decision to sell Manchester United. Did Cristiano Ronaldo affect the decision? Yes. Did what Cristiano Ronaldo say in that interview affect the decision? Absolutely no. In the 17 years that the Glazers have been in charge of Manchester United, they have never, ever shown any indication that they care the slightest about what people think of them. In the 17 years they've been the owners of Manchester United, they have never cared if anyone thinks that they are good owners or not. The only thing the Glazers care about, the only thing they have always cared about is money, profit, value. So, Cristiano Ronaldo saying that the Glazers are bad owners and they don't care, which everyone on the planet already knew for years now, made absolutely no difference. Cristiano Ronaldo leaving Manchester United did affect the whole decision. Maybe it made it move a bit faster, because this has all started since the collapse of the Super League. Cristiano Ronaldo leaving Manchester United means that although he is completely useless from a football perspective, he is very valuable from a commercial perspective. No sponsor, present or future sponsor, will be happy with Cristiano Ronaldo leaving Manchester United. The Adidas contract is running out next summer. TeamViewer are already expressing their desire to terminate their agreement with Manchester United. No sponsors, or let's say it better, no happy sponsors, or no sponsors willing to invest in Manchester United, means less profit, less value of the asset that the Glazers possess. I'm also seeing a lot of people talk about what they would like the new owners to do. And that is natural. We are all very emotional. Since last night, I have been thinking this non-stop. And after 17 years, I am very emotional about the whole thing. We are all extremely happy about the news. What I would like the new owners to do, although I'm almost certain it won't happen and it's just a romantic idea, I would like them to put back on the badge the two words football club. Reds, remember these days, remember them well. Because after many years we will look back at them and we will remember them and talk about them as some of the most important days in the history of this amazing football club. Glory, glory, Man United!